Hey y'all, happy Saturday. This is day 3 and the final day of my full body cleanse. I am on my third bottle. This is the Boost Juice, the Boost Juice. Okay, it gives you a little boost, and this right here is the liver, spleen, and gallbladder. And I got an apple here. This is my lunch right here. Actually, uh, the juices are pretty good. Have some. The only thing about it, about the cleanse now, it will have you going. It will have you going. But other than that, it works pretty good for what you want it to do. I enjoy it just enough just to clean out my whole system. I call it healing. Got a little lint on me up there. But I call it these 3 days for me, I call it's a time for healing, healing my body, just letting go, taking real nice, showers, just cleansing your body out from all the toxins, everything. One thing about this cleanse, which I probably think that a lot of you probably already know that for the last 3 days, I haven't had any meat, any bread, no rice, no pasta, no what else? No eggs, cheese, bacon, no alcohol, not even a brew, no wine, not anything. For the last 3 days. Nothing but fruit, the juice, and the supplements. That's it. That's all I can take in. Even at the same time, no sugar, no sodas. Only thing I can drink is water. I had some vegetables for dinner yesterday, but that's it. That's it. If you do anything more, you try to eat it, it will make you sick. But the thing is about it, tomorrow, well, today is my final day for the 3 day cleanse. And tomorrow I'll be starting fresh, and I want to make it a point to try to stay eating clean. I had a pretty decent workout this morning. It was good. I had a decent workout, and I just want to try to stay clean. Tomorrow, I say my plan tomorrow is to start off a little slow. Uh, Probably have some grilled salmon with some asparagus and maybe some vegetable juice or something like that. So that was just one of the things that I want to cover, to let you guys know, just to keep you updated on how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. But I have a couple of more things that I want to discuss with you. Just trying to turn you on to a little game. Uh, One thing I want to cover is my book, Creating a Financial Blueprint. It's a couple of things that I want to share with you guys uh, in the next segment. Just hold on, I'll be right back. I am back, and here we go for another one for the next segment. And just hold on just a second here. I need to confirm my VA doctor's appointment on Friday. Okay, I just confirmed that, and okay, we should be good to go. But like I said, I want to cover a few things in my book about creating a financial blueprint. Uh, but I look at it like this. I call it creating your own financial ecosystem. Your banks, your investment accounts. You need to line all of those things up together. But what one thing I do want to go over, I want to go over chapter 2 uh, in my book. It's called "What Is Money." And I know that different people will call money different things. Some people call it financial freedom. Some people call it happiness. But what is it to you? What is money to you? To me, money is a tool. Money is a tool to make more money. It's a tool to make more money. You would take your streams of income, and that's one thing. Try to create as many streams of income as you can, especially in this economy. Let's try to create as many financial streams of income that you can, because you can take that money and reinvest it. Okay. And right here, uh, uh, like I said, money is something that you earn. It's for generation, and like they saying, money begets money. It take money to get money. That's what they say, right? And to be honest about it, that's what turned out to be true. In my position, it turned out to be true. You have to have some money to make some money. Unless you plan on going robbing somebody, then I don't suggest that because you might get caught and then you end up in jail. I don't want that to happen. But also, I want to say this, right? I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial planner. Only thing I'm telling you and what I have done in my book is things that I have done from experience and how I have made my money grow. Okay. Also, I wrote here, and I know you guys gonna hear this, a lot, and I know you have heard this. The difference between rich people and poor people. Sometimes you get tired of hearing that right there. The difference between rich people and poor people. But the thing is, what I wrote here is money is a game of two players, the creator and you got the consumers. A creator are the people that take their streams of income and make more money. You see what I'm saying? You take your streams of income and you make more money, like investing into the stock market, buying rental properties, real estate, uh, taking your money and putting it into Roth IRAs and just regular IRAs, uh, putting them into the Schwab, Fidelity Zero, what else? The VU, accounts like that, that's gonna constantly make money for you, putting your money into high interest accounts like credit unions. One good credit union, but I don't think everybody can get in this credit union. Uh, it's the Pentagon Credit Union. It's very high yield. Also, the Capital One, the Capital One 360, it plays high yield dividends, and you probably can do your research, and you can find more where that you can work, and if you can afford to put away 50, $100 into those accounts, and those accounts will grow for you. Uh at one point, and some people might say, that's not a lot, but I put like 45 grand in an account, and that account over a month, it grew 100, roughly 100 to $110 a month just off of interest. So you say you take that over 12 months times 10 years, that's a good little piece of money over that time, over 10 grand, over 10 grand just for that time, and that's what you say call about impregnating your money. And that's what they talk about. And then we're gonna go to with the consumers. The consumers are the people, they say that they work to pay bills, they work just to stay ahead of water, they work just to go and get their income tax. Uh they take it, go on cruises, buy new cars, in which a car is a liability, but in these days just about everybody need a car. Okay, but those are the type of things that we are talking about. Instead of taking that 50, that $100 and putting it in that high yield account, for a year, instead of using your own money, you are going on your cruise off of your interest. You're not using your own money. But I guess some people are really impatient. They're really impatient. They just can't wait, you know. But for me, I believe in taking my money and reproducing it. Reproducing it. I know a lot of you probably have heard the saying that you make money when you sleep, and that's what I believe in. I believe in making money when you sleep. That I make money just sitting down, what I'm doing right now, you know, in different investment accounts or real estate, rental properties, and just what you get, just what you have to do. And that's what I talk about when I say creating a financial blueprint, and you create your own financial ecosystem, right? And like I say, I even wrote here in my book, we talked about the regeneration of money and how to reproduce money. And that's what I just talked about. Okay. And then also, I talked about what they call what poor people do. And I hate to say that, uh, I guess a better term, because I guess a better term for that will be less fortunate, somebody that do not have the same resources as someone else. Because I'm gonna tell you something like this: if you are what you call really poor, you really don't have money to really impregnate, put it into savings accounts, and things like that. Matter of fact, someone told me, uh, and I was talking about the stock market, investing in certain stocks. And I asked them in a roundabout way, I said, are you familiar with uh, the S&P 500 and the things like that, right? And they said, yeah, I'm familiar with it, but they say, well, I don't have the money to even invest, so it's really not an issue. It's really not nothing important to me. And I was like, that made a whole lot of sense. It made a whole lot of sense. But like I say, but if you can, it's called putting your money up. You know, don't just go into that cycle uh, of what some of the I would say less fortunate people do. But sometimes you don't have a choice. I I, I realize that. I do understand. But if you can to put it back 50, 100 a month, uh, try it. Put it into that high yield accounts. High yield accounts, because that regular checking accounts, what do it give you? A 0.02% or 2% or something like that on your money, which in that case you're getting robbed. But like I say, they call it a earn to spend cycle. And what the earn to spend cycle is, just like what I just said, you take your money, you make your money, and you go in a cycle. You save it up to go on a cruise or just to pay bills. Then the next month, you go into the same cycle and the same cycle. You'll work a whole year to go on that cruise, $1,200 or whatever, then you spend it. It's gone just that quick. Now you come back off of that cruise, credit card bills high, and you start all over again. It's called earn you earning money to spend money. Uh but then again, you can look at it saying that some people are not high earners and have enough to even uh put back like that, which they'll grab their income tax. You get $2,000 or $3,000. Try just chilling for a couple of years. Put that income tax money into an investment account or put it into a high yield uh savings account or something like that. You'll see how easy it is where you can make that that $2 or $3,000 from your income tax, you can make that pay for your cruise. And just give it a couple of years. I mean, I don't think that will happen if you just don't go on vacation for a couple of years. Sometimes you just have to, sacrifice sometime, just to do things like that. Warren Buffett said that the rich invest in time. Here go this word again. The poor invest in money. That right there, the poor invest in money. You work just to give it back. Instead of impregnating your money, excuse me, you work just to get it back. Now, I'll make something, for instance, and something that I do when I call a financial ecosystem. Uh, I have rental properties up in Oklahoma. And what I do, I have a property manager. And what my property manager does, they deposit every month my rents into an business account, right? And at the same time, everything else, expenses and anything else comes out of that. Then I have a percentage of their revenue after all, minus bills that go into a managed investment account. So what I just did there, I had that money, it paid twice. A percentage from my rental properties made money twice. You see what I'm saying? And you made it when I say making money when you're sleeping, you make that money, you make it for yourself. And well, like I said, that's just a couple of ways, but everybody don't have rental properties. But the thing is, you have to start somewhere. Sometimes, I mean, in order just to wake up, people, and stop just working just to work. Stop, I mean, make your money work for you. Stop working just to work. And then you retire and you have nothing. You have nothing. No streams of income or nothing coming in. You see what I'm saying? You have nothing coming in. Uh I believe that you need in this environment today that I believe you need at least five streams of income. At least three. I'll make it easy. At least three streams of income to even live comfortable once you retire. Because one thing about it, as a matter of fact, I am retired. I'm going into my fourth year of retirement. There go my certificate of retirement right on my head right there. But I'm going into my fourth year of retirement right now. But see, the thing is, what make that time uh, uh, really comfortable when you haven't invested in yourself, and then you have created those streams of incomes as you are younger. You make some good decisions. No, I didn't always make good decisions, but I finally woke up and said that, yeah, I got to retire one day. And see, and the thing is about it, retirement is not the end game, baby. It's it's really not. It's not the end game. Retirement, you're going into a whole nother phase. You're just going into another level. Retirement don't mean you just gonna go and sit on your butt and just sit down. And but if you're gonna, it don't mean that. You got to keep on going. You got to constantly create streams of income. You got to constantly do something. But like I say, to be halfway comfortable, you need at least three streams of income, because Social Security, it just don't cut it these days. I don't think it'll cut it unless you was a high earner and your Social Security check will be high. But if you was a high earner, most likely you have enough of brains to take that earnings, your resources as you was making it over the years, and invest it. like I say, into Fidelity, the Schwab, Merrill Lynch. Those are investment platforms. Uh, Bank of America, they do Merrill Lynch. Uh, Wells Fargo, they have their own intuitive investment. And you can put money into that. But that's one of the first things you need to do is open up a brokerage account in order to start to put money and start to investing, start to getting into your Roth IRAs. I mean, some of the jobs that you have, that some people have, they have 401ks and things like that, right? They have 401ks, right? But see, I know a lot of younger people don't think about these type of things until they get 50. They get 50, and then once you get 50 and you don't have a couple of $100,000 that's already put away, or you already have multiple streams of income, you might have a problem in retirement. You might not even be able to retire because just Social Security alone is not going to do it. Or you'll be, and if you did retire, off of Social Security, you might just be sitting back, eating ramen noodles, every day. And I know you don't want to do that in retirement. Retirement, like I said, is a time when you want to enjoy yourself. But at the same time, you still want to be a creator. You still want to keep your money going. You still want to create your money. You still want to create money, streams of income. And then if you have children, like I do, and grandkids, right? You might want to start to think about your kids. Don't do your kids an injustice and just leave them with nothing. That is very unjust. Just to leave your kids with nothing and just throw them out there to the wolves. Don't don't do that. Don't do it. Create something. Start to thinking ahead of time. Create something, for your kids and your grandkids, so you can create trust funds and things like that. Excuse me. But like I said, I just want to turn you on to a little game, and which is really not a game, to be honest about it. But as they say, that money is a game of two players, right? The creator and the consumers. Which one that you want to be? Uh, they say that you have rich and you have poor, then you have the middle class. So, what side do you want to be on? Do you want to go toward the the rich, the millionaires, or do you want to start sliding down to the poor or the less fortunate? It's all left up with you. It's all left up with you. There's nobody else that can do this for you. You can only do it for yourself. Can't nobody make you do it. You can read this book from front to back if you want to, but still, I can't make you do nothing. I can't make you do nothing. But I would like for somebody at least take a look at it. And like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. Uh, I'm not a financial planner. I wrote this book, and I'm just talking about from my own personal experience and how I have dealt with money over the years. So take all that in mind, y'all, and enjoy your Saturday. And I'll come back some other time with some more chapters and discussing more. Let me see what I think I want to talk about the next time. Uh let me go through this. Uh, I might even go into the next time establishing an unlimited corporation, a limited liability corporation, which I have that, and along with a nonprofit. And so, yeah, that might be one of the things that I'll probably cover on my next video. So, you guys enjoy your Saturday and be safe out there. Love everybody, love your family, take care of your kids, take care of your grandkids. And like I said, y'all be fair to your kids. If you can, don't just because once you have kids, I'm gonna say this and I'm gone. Once you have kids, see, it ain't your life no more. You got grandkids. I love my granddaughters. I love them to death. They can have anything I got. But like I say, once you get to a point, it ain't about you no more. Don't be selfish with your kids, because if you don't do it for your kids and take them to help them go to the next level, and as they call it, try to break that generational curse, nobody else not gonna do it. And also prepare for them to go to college if they are trade school. Everybody not made for college, for trades or something. So with that being said, love you guys. Peace.